Welcome everyone to another episode of the Mod Squad Horror Show. I'm your host Harley, as always joined by the fierce Felix.
Hey.
And the crazy Kevin.
Crazy. All right, I'll take it.
Okay, guys, let's start our show off with our sponsors. We have Skullectomy by Jolt 7 Studios and also Straka Art. Guys, scan those QR codes and let them know the Mod Squad sent you. Also, we have shirts. Go to our community and order your shirt if you haven't already. Also, guys, go check out Conversations with the Mod Squad. We have our very own Steve from the Back to the Retro Review and The Last Podcast You Want. Let's go to our first trailer.
This is what I'm looking forward to.
Maxxxine.
I don't know if you remember that movie from the early 80s, Kevin. I think it was called Angel, about that prostitute that... I don't know if she kills or there's prostitutes dying around her or something like that. This gives me that feel, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go.
Maxxxine. Your agent tells us you're quite a popular name in adult film and entertainment. Is that correct?
I'm curious, did you always want to be in that line of work?
I always wanted to be famous.
I have.
Kevin.
If you need to read off the sides we gave you, just go ahead, all right?
I know the lines.
She turns to the camera and, through her trauma, addresses the lens directly.
Name 5 celebrities who got their start in horror movies.
Jamie Lee Curtis, John Travolta, Demi Moore, Brooke Shields, and
Maxxxine fucking Minx.
I don't like working out here with that freaking Night Stalker guy on the loose.
The Night Stalker.
Night Stalker?
Night Stalker.
He's terrorizing Los Angeles.
I can handle myself.
So said every bad girl in Hollywood.
Maxxxine, I'm the private detective. I had to find you.
Kevin Bacon.
My employer is a very powerful man. The past ain't finished.
I love the fact that they did the Bates Motel in there.
Yeah, I like this.
Tragically, another victim of the Night Stalker.
If I knew 3 people who were murdered in 3 days, I'd be pretty scared. What are you hiding, Maxxxine?
I mean, the shit she's been through, though, of course she's going to be a little crazy.
If I tell you something, we've got confidentiality.
What'd you do?
This is the defining role of your career. Whatever's going on in your life that's interfering with this picture, squash it.
I intend to.
Maxxxine.
Maxxxine.
You're a fucking movie star.
Okay, straight up, that looks badass. That's something I would watch right there. That is definitely something I'll watch. It kind of like gives me a Scream meets Stranger Things vibe if there was no supernatural element in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So that sounds, it looks pretty badass.
If you like X and Pearl, which those are the first and second movies to this trilogy, you're going to like this, I think, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, moving on. Time for some horror news. From comicbook.com. The Blair Witch Project remake in the works from Lionsgate and Blumhouse.
Ugh.
I don't...
Sorry, but anytime I hear Blumhouse, I'm uninterested. I am uninterested in anything Blumhouse.
Well, I like Blumhouse. It's just the Blair Witch Project aspect for me. I'm not a huge... I didn't like any of the Blair Witch Project
Not even the first one when it first came out? Now, when that first came out...
I could not watch that movie without wanting to throw up.
Oh, the motion of the camera. I get that, but the advertising for that movie and everything, that was amazing. The
Yeah,
first Blair
I'm not
Witch
gonna lie.
Project.
The first time I watched it, I thought it was real because of
Yeah.
how they marketed it. It was awesome.
But I will say I rewatched that on Back to the Retro Review. Hey, shameless plug. I rewatched it and it does not hold up at all. It's not good.
By saying that, does it still seem found footagey, or can you see like right through that?
It still seems found footagey, but knowing it going in and just knowing everything about it, it makes the whole movie fall completely
Really?
flat.
That sucks. I
Yeah,
haven't seen it
yeah.
since then. I'm not gonna lie. The second one was has a soft spot for me. I don't know why. I really liked it. But how do you redo something like this back then? I see how it worked.
I mean, yeah, because that was right at the beginning of internet and stuff like
Yeah,
that. It was just now getting out there, so it was the perfect timing for that movie. But yeah, I don't see how it could be done now.
but Blumhouse does have a first look new deal with Lionsgate, so they can remake any of Lionsgate's old movies now. Which
Well,
I
they
think,
should have picked a different one because this
yeah,
one, like,
Depends on how they do it. Like if they
they
actually
got to
make
go a
it
different way with
not
it.
yeah, if they actually make it a real movie and not a found footage movie, maybe. But it's just I don't know, man. On rewatch of the Blair Witch, it don't hold up the original, and I just can't see it. Plus, it's Blumhouse. They're
Can
gonna
cut.
screw it up somehow.
from Bloody Disgusting, Lionsgate shifts release dates from The Crow, Reboot, and Saw X.
Yeah, I had these written in my notes, and my notes disappeared. But I believe the Crow went to August 26th, maybe, of this year. And Saw 11 went to September, the last weekend of September 2025. I like the fact that they pushed it because I heard nothing but bad things about the new Saw movie, and I love Saw X. So giving it more time to get a better script is awesome. It makes me happy then, for the
Yeah,
better word, that they did this. I'd rather wait for a better movie than get it this year and it suck.
yeah. You don't want
I'm
it
kind of
rushed, basically.
I'm kind of disappointed that they pushed Crow back because I'm excited to see that one because I'm a huge Crow fan. So that
When was the
I,
last time you watched it?
the
I'm just
original,
curious. Yeah, the
I've
original.
actually watched it here recently.
I have two because I had to watch it, and it's a really good freaking movie. It's way better than I originally remember it. There are still some cheesy spots in it, and it is dated, but
I
it was
totally
really
thought
done.
you were gonna go another way with it and say it sucked.
No, no, no.
The way
It's
you,
really good, and it really makes me sad that Brandon Lee passed during this movie because
do
I
you,
really
is
think he
that
had a
part in the
future.
movie? Is that
No, the
part still
part.
in the movie? No.
No, it's not in the movie. No, it never was in the movie. They cut it out. But it it's one of those things to where I he could have been a really good action type star.
Yeah.
It makes me sad because this movie was a lot better than it does have some 80s cheese in it, don't get me wrong. It is still pretty even though this was 90s, I believe.
90s.
Yeah, but it still has that late 80s, early 90s cheese to it to
But you
where
can't
it's
go wrong with that, though.
no,
Still
no,
have,
no.
I need to see it.
I enjoyed this. I enjoy the cinematography of some of it, so it was done pretty well.
Okay, from
Impressive.
Bloody Disgusting. Smile 2 plot details horror sequel will follow a pop star affected by the smile curse. Affected.
So check it out. I read the description of it, and it's basically like a big Lady Gaga type singer, she goes on stage and does the smile thing and it affects the whole crowd. So it's a lot bigger than just like one person here and there. The smaller budget for the first one, it made a lot of money. I thought it was okay. I didn't love the first one, but the way they're throwing everything into this one, looking forward to it. It's a horror movie. And just to
Kevin
see
with this
Kevin like
creepy ass
this
smile.
for the rest of the fucking show, I would love it.
Okay. From Bloody Disgusting, the Scary Movie spoof franchise is getting a reboot at Paramount. You know, I'm excited for this because I loved the Scary Movie franchise.
I like the first two. After that, eh. But wouldn't this just be called Scary Movie 6?
Yeah. So you liked it all up into the small hand.
After the
My
small
good
hand,
hand, my strong hand.
strong hand.
It's my strong hand. Put the turkey on the strong hand.
Get you some mashed potatoes.
But yeah, after 5, I mean, I don't know. I guess they're keeping the same characters, but just obviously new actors. I don't. That's the only way it's a reboot.
We'll see.
We'll
I'm
see how it
curious.
turns out.
I have liked a lot of the Screams. I enjoy a good parody movie.
Okay. From Bloody Disgusting, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 officially confirmed for a 2025 release. Oh, I'm
This is all
so
you.
excited for that. Okay, so for those of you who did not watch Five Nights at Freddy, Matthew Lillard's in it, and Matthew Lillard's
You
my
think you would
main
have them
squeeze.
above your shoulder there? Yeah.
Yeah. And if you didn't see the movie, it was actually really good, and
It was okay.
well, I liked it, and the fact that they stuck to the video game made it even better because my kids played the video game and they told me, they were like, this is exactly what happened in the video game. So I'm hoping with the second one they actually stick to the video game too. That's part of it, and I'm hoping they bring like characters like Ballerina and Baby in because those were my favorite characters from Five Nights at Freddy. Yes, I'm a Five Nights at
I
Freddy
guess there's a
fanatic.
picture that they showed from the way when.
And I'm hoping they actually bring this out around Halloween like they did last year because and release it direct to TV like they
I don't
did.
think they're gonna do it again because they made a lot more money than what they thought. Originally, why they did that is they didn't think it was gonna make any money, so that's why they shoved it into streaming. So I don't think they're gonna do it. If they are, it's not gonna be day and day. It'll probably be like the next week or whatever. I'm assuming here.
That's fair. I know a lot of times that lately they've been putting movies out and not very long it's on streaming.
Yeah, so my kids are looking forward to this, and my son drew a picture of half of it was Matthew Lillard and half of it was Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy, and he put it on Instagram and he tagged Matthew Lillard in it. And I don't know if I told you guys this. And it was the actual confirmed Matthew Lillard's account that he tagged. Well, Matthew Lillard went and liked the picture and said, that's pretty awesome.
That's what's up.
That's cool, man. That's what's up.
Okay, let's move on to our second trailer. This one is Speak No Evil.
Why not?
This is my husband, Ben.
Patrick Feld, this is my wife, Kira.
This is Agnes.
Has some trouble
See,
communicating. You can
to
get
me,
into trouble.
and I mean, I know you guys haven't seen it
easy.
yet.
You should try.
Yeah, we.
I have this
call the
dry
police if
humor,
you
so
don't.
to me it resonates, and I see how it makes me look like a dick because of this trailer, but
Back before I quit my
it's
practice.
creepy too.
Lawyer. Doctor, listen, you have to come and visit. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah? Yeah. Done.
It's so quiet around here. Don't even have any neighbors.
Hey, you made it.
Welcome.
Ta-da!
You are VIP guests.
Just to
Remind you, I'm a vegetarian.
Our gift to you.
that is so.
James McAvoy's
Louise,
that,
doctor's
too.
orders.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Very good.
Settle in. I promise miss you guys.
Blumhouse. Oh shit, Kevin doesn't like it.
How long's it been?
Automatically.
17 years.
17 years. Wow.
You get less for murder.
Something's not right with him.
He has a condition. It makes it hard for him to communicate.
Sometimes it's okay to think things, but you can't actually say them.
Oh no.
Yes, you
there's
can.
a doctor in the house.
I'm not a doctor. What?
But didn't you say you were a doctor?
Did I? Yeah. Look at their faces. Of course I'm a bloody doctor.
Agnes, why don't you and Aunt show us the dance that you've been working on?
And what is wrong with you? Just feel the rhythm in your feet. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the one.
What is wrong with you? I want to pack up the car and I want to leave right now.
Holy
It's
shit.
sad to see you go.
You're gonna go out there and be completely normal.
We've been pretending it's normal since we got here. Dad?
Remember that time you guys came to stay? You flipped out and tried to leave without saying goodbye?
You could feel the pain in that kid's acting, man. That's one thing. And there's good child actors in the movie. Oh, that's awesome. What do you guys think?
I'd watch it. It actually looks
I
pretty
know Kevin
good.
doesn't like thrillers, but
It's just not that. It's not for me.
See, to
Again,
me,
I'd watch it if I'm with somebody who wants to see it. It don't bother me to watch it. It's just not something I'm gonna go out and look for myself.
something like this, horror movies like this, is what I like. That it can actually happen. It's not, someone walking slow, chasing you. You stab him a million times, nothing happens to him. This, you stab James McAvoy, I'm pretty sure he'll feel it. Even though he's built like a fucking truck in this movie. But it's those horrors that get me. And that kid, whatever happened to him, he's feeling it.
Okay. Time for some urban legends and ghost stories. That's all me today. So mine is on the Moonshire Springhouse Gazebo in Eden Park. It's in Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay, so this was designed in 1940 by Cornelis M. Foster and completed in 1904, making it the oldest structure in Cincinnati. In 1925, popular Cincinnati attorney Greg Roomis was indicted for bottle-legging and ordered to serve 2 years in federal prison sentence. While he was serving time, his wife started an affair with former undercover probation agent Franklin Dodge. The pair liquidated her husband's assets, sold his distillery, and attempted to have him deported, and even hired a hitman to try to murder him. When George returned from prison, he filed for divorce on October 6, 1927. On the way to the courthouse to finalize the divorce, George had his driver run his wife's car off the road near the gazebo, jumped out, fatally shot her in the stomach. George represented himself in court and was ultimately acquitted in one of the first successful uses of the insanity defense, having claimed that he'd been driven mad by his wife's adultery, thieving, and betrayal. Legend has it that the ghost of his wife now haunts the gazebo in nearby Mirror Lake.
That's what's up.
So,
Have you ever been there?
Not yet, but this will have to be one that I go and check out.
For sure.
Because
Let you know
Ohio
if a
has a
ghost.
lot of haunted.
Yeah, let you know if a ghost tries to, do things with you. So.
Okay, moving on. Next is our horror rewind. This is all Felix.
Speaking of ghosts doing stuff to you, it's the Entity.
It's
Now,
the
this one's The Howling. Let me pull this up real quick. The Howling is a 1981 American horror movie directed and edited by Joe Dante, based on a novel by the same name. The film follows a news anchor who, following a traumatic encounter with a serial killer, visits a resort secretly inhabited by werewolves. I'll always remember the ending of this movie. Chick goes into a bar, orders a hamburger, and she says, "I want it rare." And credits go over them, dude making a hamburger, leaving it all bloody. If you like werewolves movies, back in the day, I haven't seen it since I was a kid in the 80s. This one did some things to me. It was in the vein of American Werewolf in London. It was pretty good, so I suggest it.
Very cool. I do enjoy werewolf movies, so I'm probably going to check that one out, actually.
Okay, guys. Well, we normally do a horror trivia, but since Kevin doesn't know much about horror movies,
Give me some trivia. You don't know me. You don't know
Oh,
me.
oh, do it, Harley,
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. No, you're going to throw me out there like that. Let's go. Let's go. Give it to me, baby. Come on.
Oh man, he's pretty fly for a white guy. Do it.
okay, who directed the 2006 horror film Pan's Labyrinth?
Stephen King.
Benito del Toro.
Correct, Felix.
Give me my. There's a little gnat in here. I'm sorry.
I was wondering what the hell's going on. You sure it's not the howling coming at you?
Okay, Felix, what 2002 Japanese horror film is about a haunted apartment building?
The Grudge.
Nope.
The Ring.
Kevin, by chance, do you know? Nope. It's called A Dark Water.
Oh shit, that one's crazy too.
choice.
That one reminds me of the. We talked about this one before. That's the one where Elisa Lamb. It kind of mirrors that where she goes into a water tower. Never mind. We'll talk about it later. It'll be
Okay,
in next
guys.
week's horror legend whatever movie thing show.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Well, he can't do it as the rewind because it's not that old.
Okay.
No, it's a no, not the movie, but the ghost stories.
The
Original.
ghost stories. Okay, guys. Well, that does it for this episode of the Mod Squad Horror Show. Guys, go check out Back to the Retro Review, hosted by Kevin himself. The last podcast you'd want. The Daily Dank. My show, The Asylum with Harley and Joker. And go check out all of our other shows. You're watching the horror show. Go check out the movie show, the gaming show, Conversations with the Mod Squad. And we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. For Felix, Kevin, myself, and the entire Mod Squad, see you in your nightmares.
See ya.